Have you ever wondered about the confidential complexities of human relationships? Primarily the mysterious phenomenon of men who take secret second wives. But that's not all. We're also going to explore the other side of the coin. The 10 types of women who find themselves entangled in the web of infidelity. Fascinated? Stay tuned, because this journey is not just about revealing secrets. It's about understanding the complicated dance of human emotions and desires. Number 1. The unfulfilled dreamer. The unfulfilled dreamer is often lost in the what-ifs of life. She's the woman who feels her potential was never fully realized, and she seeks validation and excitement outside her primary relationship. Perhaps she was the valedictorian in school, or the star of her college team. But now, she feels like just another face in the crowd. This type of woman cheats not out of spite, but in a quest to reclaim the lost parts of herself. She longs for someone to recognize and ignite the spark she feels has dimmed over the years. And when someone offers the allure of a new adventure, or the promise of understanding her deepest dreams, she finds it hard to resist. But before you judge, ask yourself, have you ever yearned for a forgotten dream? Moving forward, let's explore how the complexities of the human heart lead us to our next type. Number 2, the emotional seeker. The emotional seeker is the type of woman who craves emotional connection and depth in her relationships. She's not necessarily unhappy with her life, but there's a void that material comforts cannot fill. She seeks someone who listens, truly listens, to the whispers of her soul. This woman often finds herself in the arms of another, not because she planned it, but because she stumbled upon someone who seemed to understand the unspoken words of her heart. It's not just about physical attraction. It's about feeling seen, heard, and emotionally satiated. The danger, however, lies in mistaking temporary attention for lasting emotional fulfillment. Number 3, the adventure craver. She embodies the phrase, "Variety is the spice of life." Settling into the monotonous rhythm of daily routine is her greatest fear. For her, life is about experiencing everything to the fullest, sometimes including romantic or sexual adventures. It's not that her current relationship lacks love or respect. She is wired to seek out the thrill of the new and unknown. While some may view her actions as reckless, it's crucial to understand that her quest for excitement is a fundamental part of her being. The question then arises, can one ever provide enough excitement to satiate the adventure craver's thirst? Now, let's talk about number 4, the retaliator. She embodies the phrase, "an eye for an eye." Hurt and betrayal in her primary relationship have led her down the path of infidelity, not for love or lust, but for vengeance. She feels wronged, and in her pain, she seeks to even the score. Her actions are a cry for acknowledgement of the hurt she's endured. However, this type of infidelity often spirals into a cycle of blame and revenge, leaving destruction in its wake. It raises the question, can 2 wrongs ever make a right? Pondering the complexities of hurt and healing, let's move on to the next narrative. Number 5, the neglected. The woman who feels like a shadow in her own life. Attention and affection are distant memories in her relationship, and she finds herself starving for the smallest crumb of recognition. Her journey into the arms of another is not a sprint, but a slow, painful crawl of unmet needs and silent cries for love. She doesn't seek excitement or adventure. She seeks the basic human need to feel loved and valued. Her story is a poignant reminder of how the absence of nurturing can lead one to seek it in forbidden places. As we empathize with the pangs of neglect, let's gently shift our gaze to a different perspective. Number 6, the disconnected. Here comes a woman caught in the web of technological detachment. She feels an acute sense of isolation in an age where screens often replace human touch. Her partner is physically present but emotionally miles away, lost in a digital world of endless scrolling and superficial connections. She seeks someone who can pull her out of this vortex of loneliness and offer her the warmth of real, undiluted presence. Her infidelity is a silent scream against the cold, glass screens that have become her rival in love. As we reflect on the impact of our digital age on human connections, let's transition to a tale of faded love. Number 7. The nostalgic lover. The nostalgic lover is trapped in the sepia-toned memories of a past love. Her current relationship feels like a pale shadow compared to the fiery passion of her lost love. She lives with a heartache that time has not healed. And in her pursuit of closure, she sometimes finds herself tangled in the dangerous game of what if. Her infidelity is not a search for something new, but a desperate attempt to recapture what was lost. It's a poignant reminder of how the heart sometimes refuses to let go, even when the mind knows it's time to move on. Number 8. The validation seeker. Meet the validation seeker, the woman who measures her worth through the eyes of others. Her self-esteem is a fragile structure built on compliments and affirmations from those around her. In her primary relationship, she feels invisible and taken for granted, and her achievements and efforts go unnoticed. She seeks validation, not just as a lover, but as a person. And when someone comes along, offering the admiration and approval she craves, she is tempted to bask in that glow. However, this pursuit often leads to a vicious cycle of dependency, where her sense of self-worth is perennially tied to external validation. Number 9. The commitment phobe. She desires love, but the thought of being tied down terrifies her. Her infidelity is often a subconscious sabotage, a way to ensure that she doesn't get too close or too settled in any relationship. She equates commitment with loss of freedom. Her actions are a testament to her inner turmoil and fear. Understanding her is about peeling back layers of past scars and fears that have shaped her perception of love and commitment. As we contemplate the problematic dance of fear and desire, let's prepare to meet the final type in our exploration. Number 10. The self-discoverer. Finally, we have the self-discoverer. She is on a journey of personal growth and self-realization. Her infidelity is not about the other person. It's about her quest to understand herself. In her current relationship, she feels stagnant, unable to evolve or express her true self. The affair is a symptom of her inner conflict, a conflict between her need for self-exploration and the confines of her existing relationship. It's a journey fraught with guilt and confusion, but driven by a deep desire for authenticity and self-fulfillment. As we acknowledge the complex journey of self-discovery, let's wrap up our exploration. These types are not just categories, but reflections of real, complex human experiences. Whether it's the quest for lost dreams, emotional depth, or self-discovery, each story sheds light on how our hearts guide the stormy seas of love and relationships. What do you think about these types? Can you relate to any of them? Or do you know someone who can? Share your opinions and stories in the comments below. And if you found this journey enlightening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more engaging content. Until next time, keep exploring the depths of the human heart.